और विंडो किसी पर्टिकुलर विंडो को ही आपको सिर्फ कैप्चर करना है, समझ लो जैसे कि मैंने पिछली वीडियो में बताया था कि आप कैसे अपने एंड्रॉइड स्क्रीन को मिरर कर सकते हो। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो ये मेरे फोन की मिररिंग है रियल टाइम में। तो मेरे फोन में मैंने यहाँ पे ओपन करके रखा है COD मोबाइल। तो यहाँ पे COD मोबाइल का जो गेम प्ले है वो इस विंडो में दिखाई दे रहा है। अगर आपको इस वीडियो को देखना है कि कैसे मैंने विंडो किसी पर्टिकुलर विंडो को ही आपको सिर्फ कैप्चर करना है, आप लोग मेरी पिछली वीडियो देखी, मैंने वीडियो की लिंक जो है वो मैं बताया था। ये विंडो मुझे मेरे फोन की मिररिंग है रियल टाइम मोबाइल में खेलूंगा, वो मैंने यहाँ पे ओपन करके रखा है COD मोबाइल। ये विंडो को है वो स्ट्रीम में दिखाई दे रहा है। अगर चैनल पे YouTube चैनल इस वीडियो को देखना है कि कैसे मैंने वीडियो किसी पर्टिकुलर विंडो को ही आपको कैप्चर करना है, तो किसी भी गेम की वीडियो देखी मैंने वीडियो की लिंक जो है तो बताया, ठीक है। अभी समझ लो ये विंडो को स्ट्रीम करना है मुझे। तो यहाँ पे OBS में क्या करना है, आपको गेम सीन में यहाँ पे सोर्स पे प्लस क्लिक करना है और यहाँ पे आपको करना है विंडो कैप्चर पे सिलेक्ट। यहाँ पे विंडो कैप्चर दिखाई दे रहा है, विंडो कैप्चर पे क्लिक करो। यहाँ पे आप नाम दे सकते हो इसको, समझ लो ये मिररिंग में यहाँ पे शो करने वाला हूँ तो मोबाइल स्क्रीन लिख देता हूँ। यहाँ पे मैं मोबाइल स्क्रीन है ना, मोबाइल स्क्रीन रहेगा ये। ओके कर देता हूँ, इसका नाम देके आप जो भी नाम देना चाहते हो वो नाम दे सकते हो विंडो को। अब आप यहाँ पे विंडो कैप्चर सिलेक्ट करना है, जैसे सोर्स में ऐड कर लोगे तो आपके सामने कुछ ऐसा आएगा। तो अब यहाँ पे आपको आपके PC पे जितनी भी विंडो ओपन रहेगी, आपके कंप्यूटर में जितनी भी विंडो ओपन है सारी विंडो की लिस्ट यहाँ पे दिखाई देगी। तो अभी समझ लो ऑडेसिटी भी मेरा जिसमें ऑडियो रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है वो भी यहाँ पे ओपन है। अगर मेरे को वो स्क्रीन दिखानी है यहाँ पे तो मैं ये स्क्रीन यहाँ पे क्लिक करूंगा तो मेरा ऑडेसिटी का विंडो यहाँ पे दिखाई देगा यहाँ पे OBS में। बट हमको यही वाला करना है अपना मिररिंग वाला विंडो। तो यहाँ पे इसको विंडो को क्लिक कर लेंगे, यहाँ पे आपको प्रीव्यू दिखाई देगा कि ये विंडो दिखाई दे रही है। यहाँ पे आपको ओके कर लेना है। यहाँ पे आ चुका है अपने प्रीव्यू, जो अपना प्रीव्यू विंडो है वहाँ पे आपकी वो विंडो आ चुकी है। अब ये छोटी दिखाई दे रही है, इसको आपको बड़ा करना है। तो यहाँ पे आप ऐसे भी बड़ा कर सकते हो, आपको जैसे भी सेट करना है इसको ऊपर नीचे करके भी सेट कर सकते हो। ऊपर नीचे ओवरले लगाना है तो वो भी आप लगा सकते हो, जैसे लोग करते हैं ना, यहाँ पे ऊपर यहाँ तक रखते हैं, इसको इतना सेट करते हैं ऐसे और नीचे ओवरले लगाते हैं, ठीक है। बट अगर समझ लो आपको एकदम आपका कोई और रिजोल्यूशन का, तो आप यहाँ पे एक चीज और कर सकते हो, इस पे राइट क्लिक कर सकते हो इस विंडो पे और उसके बाद नीचे जाके ट्रांसफॉर्म पे जा सकते हो। ट्रांसफॉर्म पे जाने के बाद यहाँ पे फिट टू स्क्रीन कर सकते हो। फिट टू स्क्रीन पे आप जैसे क्लिक करोगे तो वो पूरा अपनी स्क्रीन पे फिट हो जाता है, ठीक है। तो ये हो गया आपका गेम का विंडो, यहाँ पे आपके OBS में आ गया। अब आपको समझ लो कि आपका वेबकैम, आपका फेस कैम भी ऐड करना है यहाँ पे। तो आप ये सीन में मतलब गेम के साथ साथ आपका फेस कैम भी दिखना चाहिए यहाँ पे। तो अब यहाँ पे सोर्सेज वाले टैब में प्लस पे क्लिक करो एक बार और वीडियो कैप्चर डिवाइसेस पे क्लिक करो और यहाँ पे इसको नाम दे सकते हो। अब मैं यहाँ पे वेबकैम दे देता हूँ, वेबकैम दे देता हूँ। ओके पे क्लिक करता हूँ तो यहाँ पे मेरा जो वेबकैम कनेक्टेड है लॉजिटेक का वो यहाँ पे दिखाई देने लग गया और आप देख सकते हो मेरा सुंदर मुखड़ा दिखाई दे रहा है। तो यहाँ पे आपका अगर वेबकैम नहीं दिखाई दे रहा तो यहाँ पे लिस्ट पे जाओ, आपका जो भी वेबकैम है, जो भी कैमरा आपने कनेक्ट करके रखा है अपने PC से, उसको सिलेक्ट कर लो। यहाँ पे मेरा इस वेबकैम को भी सिलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ, ओके पे क्लिक करता हूँ। यहाँ आप देख सकते हो मेरा फेस कैम आ चुका है। इसको आप बड़ा छोटा अपने हिसाब से कर सकते हो जैसे भी करना चाहो और इसको सेट करके यहाँ पे आप जहाँ पे भी सेट करना चाहते हो वहाँ सेट कर सकते हो। अब आप समझ लो कि आपको ओवरले भी अगर ऐड करना है तो आप इमेज फॉर्मेट में ओवरले बनाओगे। आपके पास इमेज है कोई ओवरले की तो आप यहाँ पे प्लस पे क्लिक करके इमेज पे क्लिक करके आप इमेज ऐड कर सकते हो, अपना ओवरले यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हो इमेज पे क्लिक करके, ठीक है। और अगर आपको समझ लो कुछ टेक्स्ट ऐड करना है अपने स्क्रीन पे तो यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट पे क्लिक करके आप इसको रीनेम कर सकते हो, ओके कर सकते हो। यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट ऐड कर सकते हो, समझ लो EXPUSUR मैं लिख देता हूँ अपने चैनल का नाम। इस टेक्स्ट का कलर आपको चेंज करना है, आप वो कर सकते हो। सिलेक्ट कलर पे जाके यहाँ पे रेड कलर कर देते हैं, ओके कर देते हैं, ओके कर देते हैं। यहाँ पे इस टेक्स्ट को आप बड़ा छोटा कर सकते हो, फॉन्ट भी चेंज कर सकते हो। वहीं पे आपको जो कुछ भी ऐड करना है आप वहाँ पे यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हो। और यहाँ पे राइट क्लिक करके मैं ट्रांसफॉर्म पे जाके यहाँ पे सेंटर हॉरिजॉन्टली कर दूंगा तो सेंटर में आ जाएगा, ठीक है। तो अब जो कुछ भी आपने सीन में ऐड करना चाहिए था वो जैसे भी आपने सीन में ऐड कर दिया। अब आपकी जो ये सीन है वो सारे सोर्सेस आपने ऐड कर दिया है, इसको सबको लॉक कर दो आप ताकि वो हिले ना। आप यहाँ पे क्लिक करने पे वो हटेगा नहीं। इतना काम होने के बाद यहाँ पे जो दिखाई दे रहा है ये ऑडियो मिक्सर है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे आपको वो दिखाई देता है जो आपके हेडफोन में बजता है, यहाँ पे वो दिखाई देता है जो आप माइक में बोलते हो, ये माइक है। अब जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ लेकिन यहाँ पे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, मेरी माइक की आवाज नहीं जा रही है। तो यहाँ पे सेटिंग पे क्लिक करो, प्रॉपर्टीज पे क्लिक करो, यहाँ पे जाओ और यहाँ पे सारे जितने भी माइक आपके PC में अटैच्ड है वो सारे यहाँ पे दिखाएंगे। तो यहाँ पे मेरा माइक्रोफोन ये वाला है, माइक्रोफोन को सिलेक्ट कर लो, ओके कर दो। अब नीचे आप देख सकते हो मैं जो भी बोल रहा हूँ वो यहाँ पे OBS में दिखाई दे रहा है, मतलब अब मेरी भी आवाज जो है वो स्क्रीन पे जाएगी। तो यहाँ पे हमारा हो गया साउंड का भी पूरा चीज। अगर अब जो भी जैसे अब मैं यहाँ पे अपने फोन में कुछ चीजें कर रहा हूँ, जैसे मैं चेंज कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे जो भी मेरे फोन में साउंड बज रहा है वो सारा साउंड एज अ डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है। देखो मेरा जो ऊपर वाला साउंड बार है डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो वाला, ये वाला जहाँ मेरा कर्सर है, जब भी मैं मोबाइल में कुछ करता हूँ।
You see, I was talking to one of my friend and asked him, "Buddy, how many streams of income do you have?" He said, "I got 2." Like, what are those? One is from the job. He's working in an IT company. And the second one is I've invested some money in some paper assets. I said, "How long have you been working for?" He said, "I've been working for more than 18, 20 years. Think about this. We've been getting degrees after degrees after degrees, but the basic understanding we do not have that we cannot rely on 1 or 2 streams of income. Tomorrow, if the job goes away or the investment did not work, what are you going to do?" And that's exactly what is happening to most of the educated people. I worked in a job for 16 years and I had only one stream of income.
Beautiful words.
I was like, man, I'm growing and I'm improving, my promotions are happening. But who am I kidding? Who was I fooling? I was the most dumbest person because I was in a job relying on one stream of income. Now, if you're watching this, I want to ask you too. How many streams of income do you have? How long have you been working? What is your plan? How would you have financial freedom? How would you have financial confidence if you don't even have multiple streams of income? If you don't have the answer, and if you're wondering, Dave, what do I do? Where do I start? I have the answer for you. I've created a masterclass called Build Your Business Around Passion. This is exactly for people like me who were in a job, who are looking to find their passion and convert that to a business by building multiple streams of income. And the funny part is, you can do that while you're still in a job, or if you already have a business, you can still build a multiple streams of income or multiple businesses. How can anybody do it? Join the webinar, which is going to be attended by thousands of people. Do not miss this opportunity because I may not do this very frequently. Why am I doing it? Because I was stuck in a job. I did not know what to do in life. Today, I can live the life of my dreams. I've made a lot of money, but more than the money, I've been able to impact lives and spend time with amazing people like Vishen Lakhiani, Dan Locke, Todd Brown, so many amazing people, celebrities, all thanks to the process that I've learned building multiple streams of income and living the life of my dreams. My name is Dave Gadvi. I will see you in the masterclass. Join soon before the seats are full. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome India's first passionpreneur mentor, Dave Gadvi.
If not now, then when?
It's his greatness, it's his authenticity that really got me connected to him.
If not you, then who?
University, and that it has a unique infrastructure meant to foster the spirit of interdisciplinary research, innovation,
One more
and
big round of applause for Dave Gadvi!
which is one of the fundamental tenets of the National Education
In his
Policy.
best-selling book, 80% mindset, 20% skills.
And he never looks only for himself, he always looks for the others also.
Whose magnanimous donations made this building
I have
possible
never come
and
across
helped
a person like
college
that.
He
to
is
turn
a
the
legend.
dream of a former chairman, H.D. S.M.
I reached a point where I said, you know what, my life has started to change. Now I'm going to give back to the world.
Shri T.C.A. Rangachari sir for always leading the charge. Thanks are due to NBCC for giving generous donations to us for the equipment as well as the furniture to house the equipment. Though Shri P.K. Gupta ji was supposed to be here today with us, but due to some urgent commitment he could not make it. But we have the team of NBCC officials under the leadership of the Finance Director of NBCC.
All right, the
Thanks
podcast
are
has to
also
start
due
now. We
to
can't waste time waiting for
Sushil
Abbas and that
Patraji
stupid delivery.
and the
They can't
CFO
do to come
of
with their mind.
Relaxo
I can't have a
Footwear
big man like
for
you
replacing the
waiting. And in fact,
occasion.
that car is
Thank you,
working, so we
sir.
have to move. So I put it in drive. I put it in drive.
Much
and
thanks
I
are
will
also
now
due
start.
to Professor Ashok Mittal sir, though he is
Issue now.
not
Also be
here
careful.
today,
So
right
the
now, who
indicators
has
are-
been
I am
instrumental
learning.
in
It's the
bringing
other way
these welcoming developments to our college. A very big thanks to our own dear
तो मैंने क्या किया?
principal,
ठीक है।
Professor Anju
करेक्ट क्या है?
Shrivastava.
करेक्ट
for her leadership in bringing the new
Learning from the
Lawrence
master
to the
himself. If
world
you're
such
wondering
as
who's
this.
sitting in the car with me,
Thank you, ma'am.
and I'm taking instructions,
Last
he's not my
but not
driving
least,
instructor,
to all
but
those
he
present
is
in the
older than me.
gathering today,
Ginke bataya
alumni,
maine,
faculty
he's
members,
6 months, 5 to 6
students,
months older than me. I won't
non-teaching
tell you
staff.
the
Thank
age
you
because
all
neither was I
for
interested in.
sharing this
Same year,
auspicious
right?
occasion
Same year,
with us
same year.
and
It is,
making
I'll give a
it
hint.
such
It's the
a
year
huge
Bangladesh was
success.
created.
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
But
Namaskar.
we were created. We are created, yes, in a way. But we were not separated from mainland. We are very much part of it.
very much.
Ji. So sir, let's start first. He said not to call him sir, but I'm saying sir out of love here. तो आप तो दिल्ली का है तो दिल्ली में तो सर तो बोलते हैं सब लोग. उसमें कुछ
First call me Jyoti, I will be more comfortable.
सब उसमें रिस्पेक्ट के बारे नहीं है बिकॉज आई थिंक सर जी रिस्पेक्ट होता है सर से कुछ नहीं होता अगर जी
तो जी तो फिर sarcastic हो जाता है.
आप ऐसा फील करते हैं
नहीं.
एक्चुअली वो मेकिंग सेंस बिकॉज बहुत लोग मुझे सर जी बुलाते हैं. देखा. Come on, what is wrong with you? Walk faster,
Thank
uncle.
you so much, ma'am. I would now request our honorable guests and audience to please proceed with the lunch in Iqtidar Lounge, which you can see that now has a very completely new and evolving look.
Let me introduce you, head of Volvo, the man himself is Jyoti Malhotra. I think, what is your right name? MD, Managing Director. Difference क्या है CEO और Managing Director? I think the same thing.
Title is title, you have to respect that.
जैसे मैंने कहा ना सर और सर्जी में फर्क होता है. And then you pointed out that surgery is actually a joke. So I'll never use that again. So Jyoti, before we start talking about the car for a second, you grew up in Delhi, Bombay. Where did you grow up in?
I grew up in Delhi, but I have lived all across India. I have lived in Kochi, I have lived in Chandigarh, I have lived in Bombay.
You're Pakka Hindustani in that sense.
Yeah, I have been, I think I have traveled all across the country. There are hardly any places, maybe some places in Northeast where I may not have gone. But I have been all around.
But now, thanks to the Volvo, you can actually go anywhere in India by road. Nothing to worry about.
Yes, absolutely.
So these cops, they're all my fans. Just wave to them. Yeah. They love it. Stand up. Ah, देखा.
You have a huge fan club.
नहीं पहचानते भी नहीं. अगर पहचानते तो it will be go straight into lockup. Please understand. No, I'm asking that question because coming back to Mumbai, is it nostalgia for you? I know you're on a whistle stop tour, you've got a lot of work, etc. But आपको कुछ happy memories the moment you land? Some cities you have that. Now you come and you always feel good.
Yeah, see, Mumbai, I think Mumbai is a very nice place. I remember when I first came in, I was a bit nervous moving from Delhi to a place like Mumbai, big town, bigger than, and you know, Delhi, Mumbai are two different worlds, everybody tells you. But when I came in here, I realized actually it's one of the best places if you're educated and social. No place better. I had a really good time here. The other thing people tell you, and I remember that very fondly, is that people say your life in Mumbai is as good or as bad as your society where you live in. Fortunately, I was in a very Cosmo sort of a setup. I was in Kandivali. I used to work in a different company. Wow. My office was just there. And it was like dream come true for me, almost walking distance going to office.
That's a fantastic point.
So
that you don't have to commute in Mumbai because your feeling for the city changes when you do long commutes.
Exactly. And I remember I was told, and I used to go to the town, as people call it here, on Friday evenings. Everybody was coming back, and I used to head to, when I had to take my kids there, and always go to beach here on Sunday morning. Just so Sunday mornings feel like it's curfew in Mumbai. Sunday go early morning 6:30.
I feel like वो beach का culture भी चला गया. I don't know.
But I had at that time younger kids, so they wanted to go. I used to take them. Whenever I would go on Sunday morning. Best time to travel.
Jyoti, I'd take my kids also to the beach, but I would try to get rid of them. I'd leave them there and run away. But unfortunately, they kept following me and they're still with us. But let's just trace your career for a second. So you started, firstly, this is a Swedish company, right?
This is a Swedish company, yes.
Yeah. And it's amazing you live in a country. Do you speak any Swedish?
No, I don't.
क्या बात है?
I don't speak any Swedish. I understand a few words here and there. Like welcome, they call welcome. So it's quite similar actually. It's not difficult.
What about Kali?
Oh, I've not picked up any.
सबसे important चीज वही है यार. How can you attend a meeting and not understand what he's saying to you?
All meetings happen in English, so no opportunity to.
And numbers have another language.
Swedish.
Numbers is more important than anything.
Numbers. The meetings are always about numbers and bottom lines and top lines and things like that.
So just tracing your career for a second. So you let's go back.
Yeah.
How did you enter the Volvo stratosphere?
Okay, so I joined Volvo something like 6 years back, and I was actually that time working in Mumbai. And for some reason, I wanted to move back to Delhi for personal reasons.
Mhm.
And I was looking for some opportunity to move back to Delhi. I was doing very well here in Mumbai, and I was very settled. And I thought I will never move back from Mumbai. But for personal reasons, I had to. So I was looking out, and then this opportunity came in. Someone called me that okay, there's an opening in Volvo for at that time for a director of sales and marketing. And I was a little apprehensive. I said, Volvo 6 years back, nobody had. People always associated Volvo with buses, luxury buses, and
That's true.
nobody.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so nobody at that
Yaad
time.
dilaya abhi.
Haan.
Why did you say it?
No, but that's the reality. 6 years back, it was like that. Not now anymore. I can say that with confidence, and I think so. That was my. That's why I was a little bit apprehensive, but then I thought I think it will be nice to work for a Swedish company. It is actually a very employee-friendly company, very people-centric
But
company.
where were
so
you
to say.
coming from?
I was working in Mahindra and Mahindra. So from Mahindra moved to Volvo, and Mahindra is also very good company. And I think, as I said, I was doing very well. But for personal reason, I decided to move to Delhi, and I think Volvo gave that opportunity. And then I said, okay, let me get into this. So, but I think it has been a really good move, I would say. It has been very fruitful, great learning, and a great experience.
Plus you got Delhi.
Plus I got Delhi, yes.
अच्छा ये तो red light है और आगे अपनी गाड़ी है. But it's supposed to be shooting us from front. They broke the red light. I'm putting it on the podcast live. That this.
They should be fined.
They have to be fined.
Yeah.
I'll get the number. I'll say it loud
Yeah,
once we find them.
yeah.
I'll give the number to the police also. I believe in supporting law. Yeah, whatever happens.
We should always.
Except when it comes to getting into colleges, then you should be allowed to bribe. It's impossible otherwise. So coming back to your life, then what are the challenges for you when you entered Volvo? Before we come to the electric car segment and all,
Right.
because we're looking back at that point when you must have had a different set of challenges initially, right?
Exactly. As I said, I think the first thing when I came in and I was head of sales and marketing was that whenever you talk to anyone about Volvo, first thing which comes to their mind is Volvo buses, luxury buses, fine, but buses. So how do you break that mindset? Because Volvo buses have been here in India for a very long time, and they were the first decent buses which people actually saw and grew up on. From there to move into, and I think to bring this change that people can perceive us as a luxury car brand who is serious and who is like a serious, I would say, option to our German friends. And I think
नाम नहीं ले सकते. Voldemort के जैसा है. You can't take the name. I like that. This is great fun. This is the challenge now because my Kira mind is so bad. Then I'm just trying to say the name. बाकी का episode is please don't say the name. Please don't say the name. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So I think now when it comes to consideration, I think people are Volvo is now very well known. We are amongst the choices when customers decide to buy a luxury car. Volvo has started to become a natural choice. So that was, I think, one of the biggest challenge to ensure that people recall your name. See, even if you don't recall a name, how can you expect them to come and buy? So I think that was, I would say, the biggest challenge. The second was that I think our network in India, see the reach as you call, the dealer network was also not exactly in place. So it was to be sort of
modesty की बात क्यों है इसमें? It was not in place and you changed it. There's no question.
No, I didn't change it, but I think it was required. We needed to sort of give it a good shape.
Good episode for you.
And
We have to do tarif for you. That's the brief.
No, that's okay. No need to do whatever. I think let's talk what.
No, but there are people who are following this conversation who are from the industry and they will know exactly what happened. So it's not like
I think that was
not presenting the truth.
Yeah, so I think that needed a change, and I think again it is not just me. I think the whole team came together and we decided that I think we need to give it a proper shape.
Sorry, let's just quickly give Galis now because let's see Delhi versus Mumbai. I think it's not going down.
दोनों एक साथ कर रहे तो नहीं जाएगा.
अच्छा. जनरेट कर लो.
आपने रेड लाइट ब्रेक किया पीछे. रेड लाइट ब्रेक किया पीछे.
ओ पंजाबी दे दो उसको. ए साले. अच्छा, so this is a good point that happened now. I tried to open the window and at the same time as you and you got the power at the same time.
Then it won't work.
Okay, this is good. This is like a safety feature.
Yeah, it is.
I tell you, when it comes to Europeans and how they think about all these little things, because I think upper side of the world, It's just the majboori being what it is. These don't occur to you.
Exactly.
But as India advances, these small things are very important. You start realizing like windows being under control, door being under control.
Absolutely. And talking about Mumbai, I'll tell you, I am reminded when I was in that dilemma of whether I should join Volvo or not. On this very road, on the other side, when I was coming here, there was this big, huge billboard here. Very big. It's not there anymore. I don't know, maybe it was somewhere down the road there. And there was a big XC90 billboard there and said, it's a sign from up. This is telling me that I should join. And this is true.
I'm getting goosebumps listening to you.
One of these bigger ones was like standing out and Volvo XC90 as if inviting me. And I said, okay, let me.
Wow. Let's stop for a second.
Yeah.
We'll get one guy to join us in the car and we'll just take in the area. This is the area, ladies and gentlemen. This is like where Amitabh Bachchan got injured in Coolie and the movie stops there. This is exactly the point where I think Jyoti had this, what is the word, epiphany in English, where whether to join or not. And he saw the like a sign
big billboard,
from
yeah.
above.
And
with Volvo
I said, this is telling me. And I was coming back thinking about this and I then see a real big billboard. And I said, okay, this is a sign.
It's just an amazing point, no? That super educated guys like yourself, high achievers, I mean, if what traces your career, etc. Even you will take these signs which cannot be explained. An emotional moment. For me, I love these stories. These are stories that make humanity worthwhile.
Exactly. We are all humans.
We're all human. This is where you connect with someone, no? Because your career could have gone another way, your life could have been. You may not have gone to Delhi for God's sake. You could have been somewhere else.
Absolutely.
So imagine and it's just unbelievable that there are 10,000 for people outside Mumbai. There are 10,000 hoardings here. I'm not kidding you. Maybe if you see data in some other podcasts of ours, you'll see them. What are the chances that one would be a Volvo at a point when he's tinkering with his life's most important decision? All brought to you live by us as we come close to our lead car. I'm driving a little slowly, sir.
Yeah, please.
You know, in a sense, I'm waiting the Volvo because the power is so fantastic. I tried it. I have zoomed on it a little bit. But I'm not doing it yet because I want to make sure.
There are cameras there now.
Camera एक बात है. Secondly, you're a very important person. And I don't want anything to happen to you. If I suddenly. डर गया थोड़ा बहुत.
नहीं.
Damn it. Coming back to the story. So now you go there. Before we jump into the electric thing, which of course is the whole idea of the car. When this happened, why was the car segments, the Volvo car segment for me, it's for a rich person, right? I mean, you're targeting what do you call it? A category, prime category?
Absolutely. These are, I think, as we call as, I think, luxury cars.
Luxury cars.
And yes, it is for privileged ones, I would say.
तो मैं चला सकते मगर यूनिफॉर्म पहन के
नहीं ऐसा नहीं but see in India the way things are this is in that segment where I think overall it's a very small segment within the bigger car industry. Luxury car itself is a very small,
correct,
even today.
No, but it's a small segment, but I would think in middle class India, upper middle class India is growing quite fast, even though the recession is predicted.
The aspiration, I'll tell you, we were talking about it. When we were growing up, the aspiration was somehow to buy a car, right? Now people, and especially younger, are very clear of their aspirations. Okay, I want to buy this car, this brand, by so and so age. So I think these aspirations are ultimately going to lead together with the growth in our economy, will ensure that this segment will grow. It's a matter of time. It's going to grow. And that's a sign of, I would say, the economy.
So that brings us to the most important point of our podcast, which is the electric green revolution. And for which you all are, of course, headlining. And which why this car is here. The
XC40 Recharge.
40 Recharge is very important. Let's get the name right. And Recharge tells you all about it. Because I want to ask you these questions. You're the man to answer it. So I went to Amsterdam just before COVID. Or 19 या 20 के early 20 में end 19 में, and I saw the electric revolution. I saw the cycles everywhere, electric stuff everywhere, and almost like a criminal charge for the guy driving the normal car. Is that what's going to happen? Everybody's talking about this, but somehow I'm worried about inventory of cars because सबके पास, not just you guys, सबके पास इतना inventory है. What are you going to do? How can they offload so many cars? I mean, what's going to happen?
No, I don't think the cars are going to go off-road. See, what will happen? Think it this way, there is already, as you said, a lot of cars running on road. They are not going to suddenly vanish. What will happen is the newer car, as we call it car park, the newer car park which keep getting added will be and is likely to be more tilted towards electric cars. So the more electric cars will keep adding on road and slowly these cars have their life. So over a period of time, initially maybe for this year, let's say, I'm just saying example, let's say this year we sell 10% of electric car as a country. But as a car park of last 10-15 years, it's like less than even 1%. So electric will only that much, 99% will still be electric. Next year we sell like maybe 15%. So over a period of time, 4-5 years, you will still see majority of them are going to still be electric cars, but the newer ones will become more and more electric. And hence, I think those cars will exist. But there is a clear shift happening when it comes to preferences to buy electric cars. And I can tell you, Cyrus, based on my own understanding, we have been thinking about this for a long time in Volvo, in India. 2 years back, people will just talk about it out of curiosity. They would like to know, acha, electric car hai, how much range does it have? Is it worthwhile even to buy? And things like that. Now it has changed to a situation of people ready to buy. People come and say, which one to buy?
Correct.
I'm thinking of buying electric car, should I buy this or that? So that's a big shift. And whether you look at two-wheelers or whether you look at electric cars.
India is waving, sir. I'm just going to say.
Are you sure?
ठीक है, right?
दिल को खुश कर लेते हैं.
फिर इनका
sorry. So I think whether it is two-wheelers or whether it is cars, I think this will happen. And I believe in our segment, the adoption will be even faster. Why I say so? See, as I said, I think luxury car owners being privileged, what they have like average, maybe 3 cars in the family. So they are ready to adopt. They're ready to buy 1 out of their 3 cars to be electric.
I think that's exactly what I've noticed.
And that will happen. It's already happening. They're ready to jump in and I think buy this car. And we have seen when we launched this car, we started taking pre-orders. I think there is a huge enthusiasm of customers coming forward, putting their money and buying the car. So it's happening. The revolution is happening.
And Jyoti, you have one great advantage you're not mentioning because you're too nice and polite. And that is, we are conjuice. Indians are conjuice. So while the world is thinking firstly about environment or atmosphere and world damage and global warming and all that, which is of course important and I think is going to be the main cheese. There's also the second cheese about how can you keep up with the fuel price. It's not like we can't. Most people are earning, you can still put the petrol in and the diesel in. But I remember when it reached $100, we took pictures and all, and it became like a satire, like a real parody, taking pictures outside the fuel pump and showing 100 on the scale, like Tendulkar ka century banaya. It was ridiculous. And they were thinking, when I got my license in 89-90, it was 6 rupees in Mumbai. 6 rupees. My dad gave me $50 to fill the Maruti and I filled 8.5 liters and came back very happy. That 6 rupees has become 115, 116 bucks. It became, it's just madness in so many years. So I just think that most Indians, I talk to my friends also, rich or poor, everybody has the same thing in both, okay?
So I think see, you're right. I think ultimately it's going to be a balance. People are shifting to buy electric cars because I think now the technologies come to a state where it makes economic sense as well. Few years back,